Well, good morning and welcome back to CityLine. With me, I have a theater that warms my heart deeply, and that, of course, is Tacoma Little Theatre. They are here to talk about their main stage production and also just what's happening at Tacoma Little Theatre, because there's always something going on. So please join me in welcoming Mr. Chris Serface. You are the Managing Artistic Director still of Tacoma Little Theatre. Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Okay, let's see the socks.
Okay.
Come on. Cheryl's going to kick the... Oh, yes! Outstanding. Now, I'm going to say thank you for wearing these socks. They remind me that this is Pride Month, and I know you didn't wear them for that reason, but they kind of fit in, don't they?
If I had Pride socks, I would have worn them.
And these could be Abbey Road socks. How's that?
That sounds perfect.
You brought some wonderful people with you, as always. Mr. Rick Hornor, you are the director of Hay Fever.
That's right.
Welcome to CityLine.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. And he's wearing clogs. Put your foot up. Okay, we love a man that wears dance coats and striped socks.
Hey.
Okay, you have just eclipsed Chris.
Yeah. Oh,
There we go.
You're fired.
He's fired. This very funny man down at the end here, Frank Roberts, you are Sandy in Hay Fever. Welcome, Frank.
Thank you.
Good to have you on the show. All right, let's get to this. So, Mr. Chris, what made you pick Hay Fever of all of the ones you could for the last show of the 100th season? How did Hay Fever wiggle its way in?
Our whole theme for the 100th season was doing shows from our past and celebrating shows we'd done before. So it felt right to have a Noel Coward comedy in there.
Yeah.
We had done Hay Fever originally in 1924. Then we did it again in 1984. And I thought, why not do it 35 years after that and present Hay Fever to close out our 100th season? It's a show that's always been close to my heart. It's one of the first shows I ever stage managed when I started doing community theater.
Really?
So that was a lot of fun. And as we put it together, I thought it'd be a great project for Rick to take on and bring his style of comedy to.
I love that, and there it is. So Rick, what? I wish that we had outtakes. This is one of those moments that I wish that you had like a camera in your like glasses, so I could have seen what the auditions were like. But what were they like?
They were typical in the sense that a lot of folks come out.
Yes.
TLT is well known for the quality of the people, as well as the quality and historically of the production. So we got a really lovely turnout, and then just a wonderful variety. I mean, it's the good news is we had great people auditioning. The bad news is we had great people auditioning.
Yes.
So it's always a challenge as a director, to sort of look at all the combinations of possible, the casting,
Exactly.
Getting good actors, establishing friendly community.
The chemistry. Yeah, and we're showing some pictures here. Is that Dea?
That is Dea.
Oh, she is so fit. Who are we looking at right now? Tell us, Chris.
That is Rodman Bullock playing Simon and Dea playing Sorrel, their brother and sister of the eccentric Bliss family.
I love this. This is fabulous. So for people who don't know a synopsis of Hay Fever, and by the way, what a beautiful poster. Congratulations to whoever designed that.
Blake York.
That's a key. There we go, Blake York. It's a keeper. Let's give us a quick bullet, Rick, of what Hay Fever is about, without giving away too much.
Yep. Hay Fever is about the Bliss family, mother, father. Father's a writer, mother was an actress of some degree of fame, and then two eccentric children. And the Bliss family is pretty eccentric. And unbeknownst to other members of the family, each member of the family has invited a guest down for the weekend.
Oh, here we go.
And so it's sort of this invasion of relatively normal people in a home of relatively abnormal.
I love that word, relatively normal. And I'm going to go to Frank now on that note. Frank, let's talk about, first off, how long have you been acting?
A long time, since I was probably 11.
And you're how old now?
27 now, I think.
That is a long time. Okay, good. I love that. So what was, first off, what drew you to this play, and then what's the rehearsal process like?
Well, every year we actually have a gala at the beginning of the year to raise money and awareness for our upcoming season, and I actually saw Blake in that, as well as Jen and Karen, and we sort of did a little snippet from Hay Fever, and I went, that one looks like a lot of fun. So I was really interested in turning out for that. And as far as the rehearsal process overall, it's been pretty easy. I mean, Rick's very nice. He always welcomes you to be a collaborator and an active participant in how you're portraying the character and where the play's moving. And I think there was like a moment last week where we all sort of stopped sort of remembering our lines and analyzing the script, and just got to finally open up and play
Nice.
and enjoy the process and the madness of the whole play, and it was really fun.
Speaking of playing, we usually have the actors that graciously come on here during the first part of their workday and give us a snippet of their character. Your character, describe to us your character and why a snippet's not going to happen.
A snippet's not going to happen because I actually play a very timid and meek character, or at least that's kind of how we've interpreted him. He's an amateur boxer, but he never gets to say his name. Someone else always interrupts him. I don't think he ever quite gets to, no, he gets to shake hands. That's Richard, that never quite gets to shake anybody's hand. The Blisses kind of mow everybody over and
Okay.
sort of like bowl down. So you never really get a word in edgewise when you're with them.
Kind of like most family gatherings that all of us have. Yeah, exactly. So what's been challenging about this show, Rick?
Well, Noel Coward is infamous for being a challenge because of the language.
Yes.
And his finesse with language. And the other thing is there is no plot. His plays tend to have very little storyline. It's all about character, it's all about language, it's all about the precision of the relationships. The timing is extremely difficult. Because there isn't a storylines per se that for people to hang on to, you know. So the challenge for actors, it's a tremendous vehicle for actors.
I love that.
Because it's all about language and the use of language,
is.
and it's just a, you know, Coward. It's a wonderful play.
And you saw something in Frank when he first auditioned, that he has this gift for physical comedy, and so that's been incorporated into his character,
Right.
which I think, how brilliant of you as a director to go, wait a minute, it may not have been played that way in the past, but this is brilliant and we're going to incorporate it. Noel would be proud. He would. Okay, Chris, I want to talk about Pillow Man.
Pillow Man.
Because you know how much I love Pillow Man. Let's talk about Pillow Man and the fundraising going for the National Festival.
I know last time we were on, Blake and Nana were talking about
Yeah.
Pillow Man. We are headed off on June 8th. Well, we leave June 16th to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania to participate in the National Theater Festival, Act Fest 2019 in Gettysburg. And our cast of 4, along with the production crew, is heading out there to participate in this wonderful festival where it's 12 theaters from across the country and overseas military present their shows. You have 10 minutes to set it up, 60 minutes to perform, and 10 minutes to strike. And we are the first show to go on Tuesday,
wow.
June 18th at 7 p.m. So we are starting off the festival, which is exciting and scary
Yes.
all at the same time. And we've raised about $10,000 of the $15,000 it's going to cost to get us out there. And so thank you to everybody who's donated so far to the campaign. It's really making a difference on doing this amazing thing. The wonderful thing is Tacoma's being represented now twice in the last 2 cycles. In 2017, Tacoma Musical Playhouse took the Addams Family to the National
Yes,
Festival.
they did.
And it's just wonderful that Tacoma is this beacon of performing arts
It
in
is.
our region.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. We have amazing theaters in Tacoma and also in Lakewood. We'll get a little shout out to Mr. Munn out there.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the 101st season. Oh my gosh, I just got used to saying the 100. Now it's 101 season. So what are you going to surprise us with in these last few minutes here we have?
We are getting ready to open our first show. We'll open in September, and we are having auditions for that at the end of this month of June. And that is Calendar Girls. Many of you have probably seen the wonderful movie.
We're going to need a bigger calendar.
You're gonna need a bigger calendar.
buns. Bigger buns.
It is a great show. So if there are people out there who are interested in auditioning, it's for women of a certain age, and it's a lot of great roles. It's wonderful to be doing a show like that in our community,
Yes.
and for the community to welcome it. After Calendar Girls is something that's very different for us and our community. We're doing Evil Dead the musical, complete with a splatter zone. So be ready to get splattered with blood if you're sitting in the
Oh, I'm
splatter
so
zone.
there.
Then for the holidays, we're doing Holmes for the Holidays, which is a Ken Ludwig comedy mystery about a group of actors who go to somebody's home, which they're all Holmes actors. They all participate in Sherlock Holmes shows. We're also going to counter program for matinees during that rendition of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas for the families to come to. So there'll be something fun for everybody the holiday season. Then we start off the new year with the world premiere of a show called Shattering, which is part of the AACT New Play Festival. And so every 2 years, they pick 6 theaters to debut world premiere shows, and we're one of those 6, which we're very excited about. Then our big musical is A Chorus Line, followed by,
Yes.
it's going to be fun, followed by Terms of Endearment.
Oh,
which will be
more
right around-
O's.
and right around Mother's Day, so it's kind of a touching time period for that. And then we're going to close out with The Manchurian Candidate, which is
good
definitely something very topical nowadays.
Absolutely. Wow. Well done. Okay, last 30 seconds here. Any spots left for summer camps?
Summer camp. We our summer camp for our 1st through 12th graders is full right now, but our Club TLT, which is our 13 to 18-year-olds, we have Footloose the Musical,
Nice.
which is evening rehearsal. So if there are people who are in summer school and for a little bit of our older teens, it's a great thing. It's a wonderful program. Music director, and choreographer, and you'll have a blast with it. And then we also have a college intensive prep course, which is taught by Dr. Hornor next to me.
Hello.
And it's 3 Saturdays, and it will
All
prep you
right.
for your auditions and your college auditions.
Thank you, all three of you, for being here today and talking about hay fever. Congratulations and break a leg.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.